listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case.
Yep, it's becoming more and more evident that the major culprit is this molding on the rocker panels. If you have a Buick Regatta, you know what I'm talking about. The trim that goes around the bottom contributes to a lot of this, because there's nothing in the floor, as far as I know. This was never driven as like a winter car. I drove it to work a couple of times after I bought it, and that's when the transmission went. And then it was up that whole winter till I put a new transmission in it. But yeah, it just looks like everything collected right behind the wheel and just ate a hole up through. You can see a lot of the panels where they came together. The amount of seam sealer and everything, that just tells me that there was gaps in there that they just wanted to cover up. I wonder how many other Buick Regatta owners have this. I'll get the camera down there. Yeah, this is just pure. Jeez, wow. How much can they use? Look at that. It's either that or Z-Bark. It looks like that butyl that I use for the taillight module, which is just basically. I'll get the camera down there so you can look at what I'm talking about, because I'm going right down now to bare, nicely treated metal on the edge of this. Yeah, because you don't paint, where your pinch weld is, obviously. Yeah, this is exactly where the corrosion got in. And that's why it has to come out. And that's why I'm taking it out. If you leave this in there and just patch over it, well, everything back there is just continuing. I mean, it's a chemical process unless you neutralize it like I'm about to. See, without pulling this entire thing apart, like a lot of videos on YouTube, you know, they're kind of a little bit of trickery involved, you know. There's a couple that are genuine, you know, a guy in his, what I'm saying, you know, a guy out in his driveway repairing his car or her car. A lot of those videos are sponsors, pay for their tools and equipment being used in the video and mentioned and all that. Okay, this is what I just dug out of there. This is seam sealer. Yeah. And it's just gobbed in there in places where you would normally, I mean, I'm going to come out and say it. The build quality of this particular car, it's got a lot to leave, a lot to be desired, my friends. At the Craft Center 36 years ago. You know, the building's not even there anymore. It was an electric vehicle factory, and then it was a museum, and now it's just a torn down nothing. Totally gone as far as I know. It was in Lansing, Michigan. The Craft Center with an R-E, and you gotta make it sound European or some shit. Yeah, the guy who, you know, the architect or whatever designed the body of a bureaucrat. It's a Japanese guy. I never looked at any of his other concepts or anything, or if he ever did, you know, make any popular cars or anything. That'd be pretty cool to research. You know, it's nobody's fault, like, oh, we're going to do this on purpose. You know, there was only 22,000 Ryadas made totally over 4 years. You know, there's not much of a track record to, you know, that's why even in the what we all buy, it's called the FSM, the Field Service Manual for a Buick Regatta, and it's, you know, it's that big thick book. It's $100. All the things that are in there about this car and everything, and it you know, it just lays it right out. I mean, and they're all hand drawn. There's not one picture of anything. I don't know why. They were making Chilton manuals and Haynes manuals in 1989. Nobody could partner though. Oh no. And that's some big huge controversy nobody wants to talk about. Yeah, there's always been a lot of drama behind the auto industry. Everything that it's on, you know. A lot of movies and everything. I guess we're recording, right? Yep. You never tell with this. I don't really like the Wi-Fi part of this. It doesn't have any lag or anything. It's just it gives you another thing to look at, you know. It does come in handy though. I love this little action cam. When the Wi-Fi's on though, the little built-in monitor, it's hard to tell because what do you call it? The wording is on there. They want you to use the phone, you know. So if anybody else has a 89 Buick Raydar or 88 or 90, 91 with this problem, right here in this one corner and right underneath there, you can tell, if you look closely, the unpainted, you know, nicely kept metal, because these things, you know, you watch the video, it's on Rivolantis channel. I think I put it on mine too. When a Raydar was made, they after the body's all put together, it was dipped in electrolytic primer and then painted. So I guess that makes it better. I don't know, the paint, you know, the primer glues to it like electroplating. It gets through some places. I don't know if this was a hole or a leaking seam. I'll know more when I get underneath the car. But this is my top view. What my plans are make a paper doll to go around this whole thing. Another layer of the pinch. Have it come all the way down and have it go down, encapsulate that half of the rail, and then the other half of the rail is under the car. And I won't know the entire picture until I get this panel off, which I have to use the new, what I originally bought for the hub bolt. Now I gotta try these to get these out, okay? Because I don't know what the hell these are. They're not stainless. Maybe they are, but these are the original ones. And Phillips head, of course, self-tapping. They just ran it right into the sheet metal, no drilling, anything, to hold these on, and that's why there's one missing. I guess they just said, you know, whatever, you don't need one here. Yeah, whatever. Oh boy. And there's elongated holes too. So I guess this whole thing is adjustable to a point. And you can see that it needs to be moved. It's been moved or whatever. There's a huge gap right here where this end piece. I tried getting these off. No way. You are. What the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? This end caps right here, and there's one. There's one right here and one here, and the backs of them are there. I mean, you know, you run one of these through two pieces of plastic with sheet metal. 36 years later, yeah, that's it's one with the with the panel. So we're not gonna worry about trying to get those out. Okay, we're just removing them, and that's what it comes down to with an old car like this. It's about don't worry about the fastener, just remove it. It's like when this is done, okay, you won't even see it. Number one, it's all covered up, but the only way you'll see what I'm about to do is watch the video. Because when I'm all done with this, it's going to be like, oh, you can barely tell anything was done if you really, really look. Oh yeah, this and this, because it's all undercoated, and all the where the metal laps over, it just looks like another panel after it's welded and seam sealer around the edges and everything. You won't even know it. I mean, after it's all painted. If you saw how cars are put, especially a hand-built car like this, you can see all the spot welds. This whole thing is like a panel, and you just put it into place and zap, 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 And that's how it's built. It's not some magical thing. It's like when I did the subframe bolts. Now this is pretty close to one of the ones I had to repair. When I redid that whole pocket, it's just a pre-bent piece of metal that folds into a box or however you need it, and then the edges have got holes in them, and you just plug weld it, zap, 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 and now all of a sudden you have a box attached to your body. Well, what's in that box? So a boss for a suspension bushing, or a boss like here, okay, because there's like big metal plates behind the door. If you want to take this door, you could take the hinge off the door and the hinge off the car. There's big metal plates behind there. It's all plastic in there. Thank God it's all plastic. It would be all rotted on a lot of cars. But nope, the rot moves over to here. So yeah, it looks worse than it really is. You scab that over, you won't even know it. But I have to treat it first. So I'm going to throw some of that Dr. X in there. Let's see here, what time have we got here? 12:23. Yeah, I'm going to throw some Dr. X in there and leave it about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then power wash it off, and then we'll look at that, and then I want to hit it with that neutralizer and see what that does, because this has to be halted before I begin adding any sheet metal to it. You don't want to encapsulate it like this because it'll just continue rotting. And Neil Young was right, rust never sleeps. It's a chemical process. Alright, enough talking. And when you use the Wi-Fi app, you can't even turn the okay. This is a Dr. X. I just filtered it with a paint filter back in the bottle. This all over. The wind is picking up. We're getting ready to get a big rain here. So okay, that's enough. Put a little bit on there. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, you can tell this is galvanized. It actually attacks the zinc. That's why you got to be careful of a rust remover like this, because you're also removing any kind of protection like a zinc electroplating, whatever. You know, you got to be careful. You know, this Dr. X is not a toy. It's not a rust converter like this. Rust-Oleum, rust reformer, rust converter, whatever you want to call it. This is a chemical reaction that halts the rust and makes a crust over it. And then everything you're painting and whatever, you're actually painting this. So however this is bonded onto the metal, you're painting this, and it's just a coating. And that's why if you try to paint over something like this, it's just gonna flake off. This is not a good primer. I mean, it's not like what I'm doing. This is actual remover. There's a big difference. Actual removing it. big difference. Caustic. I mean, this has got a terrible smell to it. You can tell it's like a type of acid, maybe a strong kind of tannic acid, because it doesn't hurt your hands, but it makes them feel a little oily. And they say, you know, don't mix water with it. Yeah, we're right down to clean metal down there. Look at that. Holy cow. Are you getting that? Right down. Get the light down a little more. Look at that gleaming metal down there. That's what I expect. I couldn't do that with sandpaper. I couldn't even reach down there. But this is getting right down to all the nitty gritty, all the crap that's down there. Yeah. I'm liking this. Yeah, that appears to be some kind of junction right there. So I'm gonna put some plastic, Walmart bag or a piece of plastic. I got all kinds of sheet plastic. I'm gonna put plastic around the wire raceway and around that what appears to be like some kind of junction box. Yeah, because when I run the pressure washer and I blow all this out, and then throw some neutralizer in there. If you don't, this would continue to just eat. You know, depending on how much you put on. I mean, the container where I kept all the hardware for the brakes, that's right down to bare metal. I'm gonna have to spray some WD-40 or something on them to keep them until I use them. So, where did I put that? I put it back in right here. Hit this again. A little fresh. I'm kind of jaunted today. I have a doctor's appointment in a little while. So that kind of puts the hamper on. Plans, you know. I mean, not all day. I will be back hopefully. I just had to go to the doctor. Yeah, you could. Well, you can tell it's attacking the zinc. Surprised it isn't fuming. It smells horrible. You know, mice gonna walk in here. And the peppermint is just overwhelming. The trunk is like a nuclear bomb went off in it. With that candle plus the peppermint oil, and that paraffin mint candle. Ugh. I'm not even burning it. You know, there's no reason to burn it. Okay, by the time I get the hot water and the pressure washer out here, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, by the time I get the pressure washer out here, my portable thing, it'll be time to rinse this off. Then I got to transfer what's in this spray bottle back into its main bottle, rinse out the spray bottle, and then put the neutralizer in the spray bottle. Do a little do-si-do with that. So, okay, I'll be back in a little while. So it's been maybe half an hour, and you can see, boy, it's right down to bare metal in most of the places. That's amazing. Wow. Bright clean metal. So it didn't take the paint off. There's no paint right there. Okay, now I'm about to hose this off. I got to put you up here, out of the way. That's the best view I can give you without getting you all wet. Get the old Tiger pressure washer here. Contact. Volume warning. Very concentrated. I'm using very hot tap water to rinse it. Scream. It's working nice. Okay, now we're going to blow this dry and throw on the neutralizer. Volume warning. I just put some blue paper shop towels. I don't want to use plastic. That gets too messy because wherever the plastic isn't, it runs. You know. You wad up a bunch of these blue shop towels into a hole wherever you want. You know, and painting, liquids, whatever. You know, it's kind of hard to get past it. Man, they came out nice. Oh my God. I just can't believe that. I'm gonna be careful I don't cut myself. Yeah, okay, now I can scab over. I got a fire blanket to drape over this area. I'll pull more of the molding out of the way, but I'll drape it's called a fire blanket. You use it for welding and stuff. It's just a big piece of fiberglass. We used to joke, you know, you get a few blankets and make a Corvette trunk. That's all it is, just a bunch of fiberglass and resin. Not some magical device. Yeah, you can tell the seam sealer gave way, or it wasn't applied all the way, but whatever. That's the last defense that the metal has. I mean, you know, when it's raw like this. Okay, let me get the neutralizer on there. I rinsed out the bottle. Okay, it looks like a kind of a milky, like a dark milk. It's not really white. It's kind of an off-white. Trying to be as frugal with this as possible. I only got 2 bottles, you know. I'm doing pretty good though so far. Darn bottle keeps losing its prime. It's like trying to spray milk. Seems to be working. Almost feels oily in a way. Gotta keep it on there. It doesn't like to spray it. Scream. Okay. You just let it be. For shits and giggles, I'm just gonna spray the new hub on the outside with a neutralizer, even though I didn't do anything else. It really went around. I didn't even read the damn directions on this. Hold on a second. course, it poured last night. Directions, environmentally friendly. Look at that. Now this is the Dr. X Ultimate Cleaner Metal Flash Guard. After you clean it, it keeps it from flash rusting like I did. Just to see what it would do. See here, spray it on metal surfaces after being cleaned. Soak it thoroughly with the flash guard. Dry quickly by using a leaf blower or a vacuum to dry the metal. Avoid using an air compressor because it puts oil back onto the surface. Will not harm metal paint or fiberglass or gel coat. Do not use on aluminum. Yeah, it doesn't say how long to leave it on. It just says just spray it on metal surface after being cleaned. Soak the metal and then dry quickly by using a leaf blower. Okay, well, okay, it's been on a few minutes. I guess the leaf blower just kind of pushes it around, but it's not going to dry it. Okay, volume warning. I can get rid of the shop towels now. That'll help to help it dry. See, all of this that could have went someplace else went into the paper towel. If you put plastic over that, the plastic will prevent whatever, yes, but it also redirects things. You gotta be careful with plastic. Hit it with neutralizer one more time. Where'd it go? Oh, I put it back over there. Nah, maybe that's good. Keep it out of my reach. So supposedly, I do want to put some more neutralizer on there just in case. I saw one video where a guy was, after the flash guard, he rinsed it again. I was like, what the hell? You're putting more water on it? I'm going to put this flash guard everywhere where the paper was, too. That way, just in case. Being a little anal retentive about this. Well, I don't want the car to fall apart while I'm driving it, thanks. Some people are like, oh, why don't you go buy a new car? Oh, please. New car. This 89 is the newest car I ever had in my life. These cars nowadays, where are they going to be in 36 years? Where are they going to be in 10 years? The junkyard. I keep thinking, where's a Tesla going to be in 20 years? Can't get a new battery. All the software's outdated. People don't think that much ahead, though, you know? You know, the way the Earth is going, you can't plan 10 minutes. Volume warning. I am very impressed. Hell yeah. Very impressed. I could just throw a piece of metal over that and call it a day. It's all neutralized. Let me get you a nice view here. You can tell that neutralizer, whatever it is, it just halts the process. Yeah. Okay. And come back in. Okay, we're going to use these now. It's a kit that I bought from Amazon, thinking I was going to have to remove the bolt there. I'm using the screw extractors, and it tells you to go in reverse and drill a hole and then flip it over and go in reverse and take it out. So we're gonna see okay. I'll be looking right down here at these two. If I could do this, oh, if I can get these out, it'll be a miracle. Miracle of technology. Whew. Okay, there's one. Might as well do both of them at once, rather than flipping the bit around over and over. Okay. I'm pushing right against the entire car. I could not push any harder. Push the damn car over. Okay. No, not deep enough. Nope. It's not doing anything. Jeez, that's almost the whole bit. Well, nah, actually it's about halfway. Trying to take it easy on the exertion today. I don't want to go to the doctor of mess. Gets screamed at. I'm going in reverse. It's barely drilling that out. What the hell? What the hell are these damn things made out of? That's weird. Nope. Those are going to have to be drilled out. Okay, let me see this one. I'm just killing time here, playing until I go to the friggin' doctor. Oh, it's getting that hot. It's not even hardly drilling though. Pushing so hard I'm out of breath. Yeah, just might as well get the drill bits. This isn't going to come off easily. Nah, that's not doing nothing. That's just laughing at it. The screws are so hard. The screws are so hard that it's not damaged or anything. It just didn't do anything. It barely drilled a hole, and it's not going to turn that. I end up just having to drill it out. Plus, there's not much room between the wheel and here for a drill bit. So you got to play that game too. There's nothing to grab onto with needle nose pliers. There's no edge or nothing. It's like a flange screw. It's pretty flush. And then the ones that are, see, there's one here, and there's a couple more down the line. Yeah, I'm just gonna be drilling them out. So I'm glad I got good drill bits. And just be careful, don't break them off and shit. If you see the line that runs down off the rear windshield molding, and it comes down, this was just beginning to make a hole on this side. And I carved out the rust and threw some encapsulator in that years ago. But the other side did have a tiny chunk right where the water kind of runs down. The same thing right here, up underneath the wheel. It collected inside the frame rail that ran down, and there you go. That's what happens when you leave a car outside. Inside's not that bad. Outside will turn to garbage very quickly. So that was a no-brainer with that. No bueno. I brushed my teeth. I already took a shower, so I'm all ready to go. Let's get rid of the coffee breath if I can. Rest of the week is supposed to be nice, so I can be out here laying on my back with the air compressor and cleaning things up, getting things ready. But won't be today. There is a lake under the car. I mean, literally, you could probably wash dishes. It rained really, really hard last night, so that's good. You know, get it out of its system. Rain all you want at night. I'll blow it out in the daytime. Get back to work. Alrighty, folks.
Hasta la vista.